I'm compelled to share one of the most disturbing pieces of information that I have come across so far in looking through all of these files. And just a reminder, everyone's still supporting and defending Donald Trump. You are all complicit in this treatment of children. You have all given your tacit approval of this kind of behavior, this reprehensible, horrific, immoral behavior of the way that they were treating literal children. And this is your warning, guys. If you're not prepared to handle this information, this is your warning now. But I truly believe that this is information everyone needs to know. We all need to be talking about this and getting even louder. They were keeping children in fucking stables like they're animals. This is not an exaggeration. This is not hyperbole. This is in the files in black and white. We have a letter here from a man named Ben Nivens, who was working for an anti-human trafficking organization, writing on behalf of one of the victims, asking to get her case investigated. He says, during her encounter, she recalled being taken downstairs to a room that looked like a horse stall that had short walls where she and other little girls were viewed and forced to have S with blank and other men. Then we have another document where this victim is being interviewed about her story. And she says, I was taken to an underground location. I was blindfolded so I would not know exactly where I was at. It was dark, and when we went through the doors, we went downstairs. There was an elevator. I was kept in a stall. It looked like a horse stall that had short walls on the sides so you could see inside. It wasn't really to keep me and the other girls inside. It was to make it where we could be viewed. Epstein would walk past each girl, including myself, with a lot of men following him, and they would judge us. He told me I was fat and ugly, so that's what he called me. He said I had to pretend that this other man was him to see if I performed well. If I performed well, I could be his girlfriend. Then I would be allowed to be upstairs, he called it. He said the girls upstairs were pretty and they were his girlfriends. He then arred me and said I was evil because I liked it. I couldn't make my body stop feeling, so he said I had to go to the holding place to pray hard enough to be able to be upstairs with the other girls. There were a lot of pictures of naked girls all over the walls. I had to pray hard to be like them, he said. She goes on to say she was taken to an underground location. It had steps that went down. She was arred by Epstein. There were other men that arred her. She was kept in a stall so that men could look at her. He said that she was an animal and that he was perfect. If she had S with him, she wouldn't be such an animal. He said that she liked it because she wanted to be more like him. There's a lot more details I could get into, but that's just the brief synopsis. But this whole entire document, you guys, is filled with redactions that make it clear as day to us that they are redacting to protect the perpetrators, the evildoers, not to protect the victims. It is so obvious when you read through this interview who they are really protecting. If you want proof, look no further than question number 14, where they ask this girl, if you refused, then did they physically or psychologically harm you? And her answer, which is clearly not a no, and a whole entire paragraph, the whole paragraph is redacted, every single word. Why would that be? Why would we not be allowed to know whether or not her perpetrators had physically or psychologically harmed her? Doesn't that seem a bit strange to you guys that they are redacting her whole entire answer here? Why could we not know that information? These few documents, this story with this girl being kept in stables like they're fucking animals, is one of the most disturbing, horrific, atrocious things I have come across thus far. And not enough people are talking about this. Not enough people know about this. And no media is apparently going to report on this. So I think it's important, and it's upon us to tell these victim stories and make sure that it is widely known that they were treating these girls like they're fucking animals, and anyone still continuing to defend and support this shit is complicit in the treatment of these children in such a horrific manner.